Well, you know how important it is for us on the show to help keep everyone's spirits up, including our own. If we keep your spirits up, then hopefully it keeps ours up as well. So whilst it's cold and grey, we need to do that more than ever. And so today, we've got a bit of a treat for you.
Yes, get your sunscreen and binoculars at the ready, because we're very excited about this. We are going on safari live.
Actually, as a matter of fact, as Holly says that, what's quite funny is that if you did have sunglasses and you did have binoculars and stuff, we'd love to see some pictures of you sitting in front of your TV right now, pretending that you were perhaps on safari as you watch, because over 7,000 miles away, we've got our very own ranger ready to help us find some of the world's most incredible animals.
So are you ready? Buckle up as we take you to Kruger National Park in South Africa, where we can speak to our guide for the day, Brent Leo Smith. Good morning, Brent.
Well, hello and welcome to a very, very sunny South Africa. Thank you so much, Phil and Holly. We are in the Greater Kruger National Park, and we are in a magnificent area called Pridelands. We're going to be traveling around Pridelands Conservancy and Quenga Safari Lodge today. We've been out since about 4:30 this morning trying to make sure we've got all the best animals for you. And in this area, a couple of hours ago, was a nice big group of giraffes, and they thankfully haven't moved too far. And it's always great to start a safari with one of the most elegant creatures out in the African bush. And there she is. It's a beautiful female giraffe having a look at us. And isn't that absolutely wonderful? There she is.
Oh,
now, of course, the tallest land mammal in the world. They can grow up to about 19 feet and weigh about 4,200 pounds.
They're my favourite animal. It's my favourite animal.
Absolutely incredible. Adapted to life out in the African wilds. We're going to try get a little bit closer to her. Now, one of the really cool adaptations they have is their tongue. Can you imagine a tongue that is 19 inches long? And it is as tough as an old boot. It can grab thorns that are 3-4 inches in length, wrap around them and just strip them. So, oh, there's more here. We might be lucky. We saw one earlier, now we've got at least two. And they live in sort of loose herds, and we've got some girls here. She actually looks quite pregnant, so we could have some babies in the not too distant future. Hello, big girl. Aren't you gorgeous? And it's nice and warm here in South Africa, probably about 34 degrees Celsius currently. Absolutely splendid.
Wow.
Now, very few animals actually bother giraffes. The only predators that give them any problems are lions and hyenas. Hopefully we might see one or both as we continue on our safari. But as the giraffes are going to be moving off, looking for something good to eat, we're going to move off to see if we can find you some other incredible African animals. So off back to Holly and Phil.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, I mean, well done.
It's like an impressionist painting
just
of a
hanging on at the end.
safari,
Yeah, it was. Obviously, coming live from Kruger National Park in South Africa, so difficult to get the link. We've been working on that a while, but that was good. That was my favourite animal.
I know, and in the wild. That's what you've got to remember. That's just where they live in their habitat like that. Incredible.
We've got two more visits that we're going to do. 11 o'clock is the next one. So it's time to get back on safari, and we're hopefully about to see some more animals.
Yes, we are heading live to Kruger National Park with Ranger Brent, and we've already seen some giraffes. So what are we hoping to see this time, Brent?
Welcome. Isn't this absolutely amazing? I'm talking very softly because there is a herd of elephants less than 10 feet from me, and they're busy actually stripping the bark off a marula tree. Now, it's one of their favorite foods. They're getting all the nutrients from the cambium layer, which is that red layer you can see. Oh, the big females pushed the younger female away, saying, I want that tasty treat, and I'm bigger than you, so I'll take it. Now, isn't this absolutely amazing? I say less than 10 feet from us. There's probably about 40 or 50 elephants in total spread through the area, so behind us, but we've decided to stick with this little family group. So we've got 2 adult females, 1 adolescent female, and then a young sort of 5-6-year-old boy who's not too interested in eating. Oh, look, she's going to pull off a big stick, Brian. Look at that. See how she's using her tusk to rip off that bark. And can you believe there's over 100,000 muscles in an elephant's trunk? And African elephants have 2 little prehensile tips at the end, which enables them to use it like a hand. And they are incredibly dexterous with it. And you can see their beautiful big ears flapping away. And that's their air conditioning system that enables them to move around in incredible heat. They can have about 8 liters or 2 pints of blood in each of their ears. And as they flap it, it cools down the blood and then goes through to the rest of the body, enabling a massive dark animal like an elephant to operate in weather over 40 degrees Celsius. Now, you can see the little guy hasn't quite learnt how to use his trunk completely. He's still mostly reliant on mom's milk, but he's trying his best. He can't rip it off, so he's just going to chew it straight where it is. Isn't this absolutely amazing? Now, remember, this is coming to you live from Pridelands Conservancy and Kruger Safari Lodge in sunny South Africa. And we're just so absolutely ecstatic that we're able to share these intimate moments with one of Africa's most iconic animals with you. Now, as you can see, if you treat them with respect, they are quite gentle and you can spend incredible time with them. I always feel a bit at peace when I'm sitting with elephants. And it is just an absolute treat to be able to be this close to one of the largest animals in the world, and them showing absolutely no fear of us and no aggression towards us. If you treat nature with respect, she'll treat you with respect. So hopefully we'll see you in a little bit for your next live safari.
That was incredible.
Brent, can I just ask you that obviously, going on a safari is the most incredible thing to be able to do. I mean, they're not the cheapest of holidays, but are still people, are they coming to see you now? And if so, when do you think, you know, you might be back up to being able to actually visit and come to see what we're watching live on the telly?
South Africa is open for tourism at the moment, as long as you do have valid tests. Of course, most people are not traveling. We have gone into a bit of a lockdown, and the animals are still here, and there's no better place to social distance than out in the African bush, to be honest. The safari lodges are few and far between. I mean, the closest people to our camp is 5 or 6 kilometers away, so we're very, very lucky to be out here. And we're hoping that by June, July, tourism will be back. Of course, a lot of the conservation initiatives are funded by tourism, and people are having to think out of the box quite a bit to be able to keep these animals safe. But everyone is working hard, and the animals will be here and can't wait for you to come visit them again.
Well, oh, I'm desperate to. It's on my list. Thank you very much. We'll be back with you in about 10 minutes, I think, to see some more animals. Take a look at these live pictures from our South African safari. It's 11:30 here, 1:30 there.
Well, we've been getting a tour all morning from our guide, Brent, who's been doing the most incredible job at Kruger National Park in South Africa. We're heading back for one last trip. Off you go, Brent. Where are we going now?
So we got a report that there was a herd of zebras, but they've disappeared. We are live in the African bush, so we cannot actually control and predict what animal is going to be next. But I do spot a giraffe in the distance, but I'm still going to try find you those zebras for the last little bit. They were supposed to be right here somewhere, but they have disappeared. Who knows? Maybe they've been chased by a lion or a leopard, and we might be finding a big cat. Now, not the best time of the day for big cats. It's quite hot. They tend to be a bit sleepy at this time of the day, and you can see it's lush and green. And I'm hoping the zebras have just moved through here. Otherwise, we might have to just go have a look at that giraffe who's just around the corner.
Well, tell you what, Brent, why don't we...
Let's not get stuck in the mud.
Should we leave you to go and have a look, and then if you find them, then we'll come back, OK?
Perfect. So we're going to go try find the zebras and maybe some giraffe, or who knows, a big cat. But we'll be back a little later.
All right, well done, well done. And we've got a 7-second delay on this, so that's why we're not
I
doing a
love
massive
him.
interview. But this is brilliant.
It's really
He's
exciting.
superb.
It's just brilliant.
I feel like I'm properly there.
Me too. I feel like I'm in the back of his car.
Because it's great. Because it's not like it's even if it's massively planned. Because we've thrown and there's nothing there.
Nothing there.
Genius. Right. Well, if we find anything, we'll go straight back to Africa. Final trip to South Africa. We've seen giraffes. We've seen elephants. And Brent's been driving around to see what he can see. We nearly caught the zebra. Let's go back to him now in Kruger Park in South Africa. What you got for us?
So, well, we've ended up in the best type of traffic jam in the world in our search for zebras or lions. We're now stuck in a herd of about 40 or 50 elephant.
Oh, wow.
And it looks like they might be going to have a mud bath. So we're going to follow them through to have a mud bath. So a much bigger group of elephants than earlier. And there's a little water wallow or mud wallow right here. And some of them look like it's spa day. I know you guys have been talking about some beauty DIY. So let's show you some African beauty DIY. Elephant style, of course. Now this is helps them cool down, and particularly in the heat we get, you'll see they'll spray the wet mud behind their ears. Hi guys. Hi. You look like you're having a nice spa day. Oh, she might come say hello.
Oh my gosh,
it's a
is
little
that
teenager.
okay?
They can be quite curious, often coming right up to the car. So isn't that absolutely amazing? Oh, that one looks like she's having lots of fun in the mud. You see how they use their foot to really get some nice sludgy mud before spraying it all over their body. Now, believe it or not, on more than one occasion, Brian and I have been sprayed by elephants while they've been doing their mud bath. Every now and then they sort of miss a spray and it lands on us. So, very common elephant behavior for this time of the day to cool down, and takes a lot to keep an elephant going. They eat about 450 pounds worth of vegetable matter in a day and drink up to about 200 litres of water. And this is a young boy, probably about 17 or 18, playing in the mud. And, well, I know I'm definitely not too old to play in the mud. I love it. And with how hot it is, I'm quite jealous of the Ellie having a cool down. But look at that, isn't that incredible?
So beautiful.
Absolutely magic. It's been incredible to be able to bring you out here on an African safari to South Africa, and hopefully when some normalcy returns to the world, you'll be able to come join. Oh, we're being snuck up on, Brian. But we're going to say goodbye.
Brian,
but
quick.
while we say goodbye, we've just been snuck up on by another little elephant bull.
Well done, Brent. I mean, just
Oh my God, Brent, will you come and do lions tomorrow, and tigers and bears? Oh my!
There are no tigers there.
Oh well, with big cats.
Oh,
Big
wow.
cats.
That was just amazing. What a treat. Seriously, I could have just sat there and watched that. There we go. Anyway, we've got curry coming up now.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you. And also Brian, the cameraman, live, as they said there, Kruger National Park in South Africa. Just incredible.